What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. So I'm here to talk about Ripple, XRP, the SEC, and really what it is that there's three major factors that are pointing towards Ripple's potential triumph over the SEC lawsuit here. And I actually sort of like this article because I think it points out some really good, maybe obvious signs of what could actually happen for Ripple to win here. And I do think, and a lot of us think, that Ripple has a really, really good chance of beating the SEC in this. And again, going back to the history of the SEC suing companies and or going into lawsuits with companies over securities fraud or securities issues, the SEC has never lost. And this is the first time where the SEC is probably on the ropes because of all the things that have come through here. And it's because their lack of regulation, their lack of clarity with regulation. And as much as Gary wants to sit up there and tell everyone that there's regulations already there and the clarity is already there, like that's false. Like that's really not true, because again, he would be able to then tell you exactly if Ethereum is a security or not, and he's not able to do that. So that right there tells me that there really is a lack of clarity in this. But this Ripple case will definitely get us to that hump of getting over the hump of basically probably having some regulation, or at least having some decisions made in the courts as to what a security is and what a security isn't. But this right here, I think, is some really good things here. I like this article because it tells you the reasons why Ripple will probably win. And I agree with all three of these. This is one of the significant reasons for potential positive resolution of Ripple's recent announcement regarding their 1 billion cash reserves. I mean, 1 billion cash, that means that they have 1 billion in cash in hand. Like, that's insane right here. It says the Ripple CEO Brad, during a speech in the United Arab Emirates, discussing using their reserves for strategic acquisitions and organic growth. That right there should excite you. And I just put out a video yesterday talking about the Ripple coming out with an IPO, right? A public offering for their stock. They came out and basically said that Ripple would eventually become a stock. Like, they're going to launch and they're going to, probably be on the NASDAQ and be an actual, traded company. And I think that that's what I want to see. I want to see a publicly traded company by Ripple, because I think they would absolutely kill it. Bringing blockchain into the stock world of things. Like, we know that that's the next step for technology in this world. So like, that would be a huge plus for the NASDAQ. And we're looking for that next, trillion-dollar company, that next Amazon, that next Microsoft, and Ripple could be right there. I mean, they already have $1 billion in cash reserves, and you have the CEO coming out here saying that we're going to look to use those funds for strategic acquisitions and organic growth. It said the move contradicts the notion that Ripple would spend such a substantial amount of money if they anticipated a massive fines resulting from an unfavored court decision. So again, they already have a feeling that, like, we have $1 billion set aside here. There's probably not going to be any settlement because we're going to win. So we have all these acquisitions we're going to go seek out. Another one says, furthermore, online metrics reveal a surge in confidence in the marketplace surrounding the settlement speculation. The number of new addresses related to Ripple has skyrocketed, indicating growing optimism among investors. And this is coming from South Korea. If you guys don't know, I put out a lot of videos talking about Ripple XRP and the growth of it inside South Korea. The Asian markets are eating up Ripple and XRP right now. They are eating up and really taking over the hold of XRP. It's the number one traded cryptocurrency in South Korea today. And you're starting to see it now in Singapore. Hong Kong just opened up their borders. I'm sure it's probably going to be going crazy over there as well. And this is exciting, man. I think that this is another thing where people are seeing the writing on the wall, that the potential for XRP is huge. And on top of that, the potential for them beating this settlement is even bigger. Also right here, it says that between these attorneys down here, right, and you guys know John Deaton, they've examined the case closely and anticipated a positive outcome for Ripple. They argue that while some early contract issued by Ripple may be considered investment contracts, XRP itself should not be classified as security based on that. And that's the biggest thing here, right? Is that XRP itself should not be classified as a security. And we've gone through a lot of videos discussing that. And I would have to agree. I think that there was a lot of things that got unraveled here. And XRP is on the verge of probably winning this. I know that a lot of people are saying that. But the evidence is showing that. And even Gary Gensler sitting in front of Congress a month ago showed that there was just lack of clarity. There really was lack of clarity. And it says right here that if Ripple wins, it will provide XRP holders with a much needed assurance of the asset status. The legal clarity could fuel a surge in price of XRP, which we're already starting to see back above 50 cents. And it says right here, potentially surpassing its previous all-time high. If the case is settled favorably for Ripple, it could have profound implications for the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem, which is true, because then you have clarity on what a security is and what a security isn't. This is huge. I mean, the Ripple case and XRP with the SEC is probably one of the biggest cases in crypto, if not the biggest case ever to cross the paths of the SEC. I mean, like this is huge for us. So I hope it's in our favor, and I do agree with what they say here on the reasons why. And I hope that we have a decision here. They said that we should have something within weeks, not months. We'll see, man. We'll see. But let me know your thoughts on whether you think that this is going to be favored inside of, whether it's going to go for Ripple or the SEC. Do you think the SEC is going to actually win? The one thing is there's going to be a settlement, I think. Not necessarily one prevailing over the other. Most likely going to be a settlement. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. With all that said, we're out. Peace out, everyone.